Welcome back. My name is Matt, aka Road Jedi 88. We're getting into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I'm actually just doing a quick little check-in because I didn't miss getting on yesterday. And the guild territory battles, it's about to switch to the fourth phase. I wanted to make sure I'm able to catch the end of the third phase before it ended. I'm just like a couple minutes, I think, depending on the time zone. I'm hoping it's still running so I can do a quick run-in. I'll have to do another video regarding like the daily stuff. My biggest focus right now is checking in on the guild event, the territory battle. Okay, so there's 1 more hour left. I have time. So let's jump into this real quick. It looks like they got the fleet territory dealt with. They might have some ships needing contributing. And actually, I have my ships on those are decent, so we just need 1 more in that fleet platoon, or in that fleet squadron. I can't run the battle. I am sorry for having shown up so late to this, but I know I could have ran the battle. I know I could have ran through that pretty smoothly. Let's take a look at our special mission. I am lacking 1 particular character. Let me see if I can buff him up just a little bit. See if I can't beef him up just a bit so he can participate. That might be what's holding me back from contributing to this. Let me see. No, not what I meant to do. What am I have had a really off morning. one of those mornings. I was a little fatigued yesterday. Still dealing with heart issues. Also, I had to see my heart doctor yesterday. So it was a bit of a busy day after my little minor heart attack. I'm having to get things checked over. Part of aging, getting older. Anyways. And it's also helping me get my dailies out of the way. At least the 1 objective of the dailies. Not all of them, obviously. Alright, give me a second. Because I know I have some questions to do. So, that character that they were just showing us, Mara Jade. There's actually a backstory for Mara Jade. Mara Jade was actually a Sith apprentice, a Sith assassin. In the Young Jedi Knight book series, you can read about her. Luke Skywalker converts her. Then he marries her in the Young Jedi Knight book series. In the New Jedi Order book series from the late 1990s and 2000s, the Young Jedi Knights were in the 1990s. Luke Skywalker and Mara Jade tried having a kid. She, due to some kind of illness, I guess from having been a part of the Force, she struggled with ever having a child. Eventually, she does have a child. It's probably about a quarter of the way down the storyline of the New Jedi Order book series when she finally gives birth to their son, Ben Solo. One of the many mistakes Disney made with Force Awakens and Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, because there was never a Ben Solo. There was always a Ben Skywalker, though. And to be fair, Luke had more childhood interactions nostalgic for him with Ben than Leia ever did. In fact, what they did with Obi-Wan Kenobi season, the Disney season, that was kind of a straight up Disney story, because there's really no backstories of Leia ever having met Obi-Wan. She knew about him from her adopted father, Bail Organa, but there's no backstories from the George Lucas era suggesting she ever met him. So that was a Disney feature that they did there, having Leia meet Obi-Wan as a child. Just quickly running my dailies. It's letting me get crystals. I can't do anything there yet. But yeah, that Mara Jade character, that is who she is. Like I said, you can read about her in the Young Jedi Knights book series. You can read about her in the New Jedi Order book series. I'm trying to remember where before Young Jedi Knights she actually is officially introduced. I might not have ever read the book that she is first introduced, because the way they bring her into the Young Jedi Knight book series, it's as if Luke had already known of her. So that tells me there's books prior to that I just probably have never ran into or read yet. There is a whole freaking library of George Lucas era Star Wars books, to be fair. If anyone knows which book she is officially introduced in, you can comment down below. I wouldn't mind checking it out, because she was not easy for Luke to convert, and she was a consistent villain for a while until Luke was able to convert her. So it was a working effort for Luke. Kind of doing some enhancements here. I mean, I need my ships built up so I can get anywhere with my fleet tiers, battle tiers. Anyways, and oh yeah, ah crap, I do need the credits though, but I'm close, I'm getting there. I'll say it again, I'm getting there. That is not what I wanted to see. Well, if I can't get it later today, I'll definitely have it tomorrow. So did I obtain enough crystals to do anything? Yes. Alright, let's go back in. Well, actually, since I'm almost done with my dailies, I might as well knock them out. But I will get back into the territory battle here in a second. Just need to improve on some stuff and give myself leverage. I like to try to keep these guys evened up if I can. Our My puppy girl seems to have some opinions of the matter. More or less, she's got opinions about her mama going bye-bye. But apparently she wants Daddy to get off his game and do something about it. She'll be back. Got my dog to be my PTSD emotional support animal, and she turned out to be a royal mama's girl. We got the kitty for mama, and the kitty turned out to be a daddy's girl. So, Alright, we gotta do something about this big rotten pudding. Its arm's gonna remind me of something out of Cloverfield. So, does Chewbacca ever win at the holotable games? No, he never does. He spends his whole life being just antagonized by that thing. You would think in the course of the years he spent on the Falcon, he would have dismantled the holotable chest and tried to rig it for him to be able to cheat and beat it. Never really see Han play it. I don't know if he ever tries it in the books, but it didn't seem like something Han ever really cared about. But yeah, that hollow table chess game on the Falcon always pisses Chewbacca off his whole life. Wow. Make the Rancors look bad. Yeah. Haven't had much luck in ranking up my main account much lately. I think I just need to keep putting focus on building my fleet up a little bit more. But I'm kind of at that point where I'm starting to even up with a lot of older players who've been consistent and haven't even left the game like I did. That might have been a mistake on my part, but that's okay. Run through. Always nice to see this Sith and Rebels team up with each other and then battle against each other. They might as well just woken up, gone to the mirror, and started bashing in on it. Bye. Yay, I get to rank up. Nice. I don't know how long that's going to last. Tedious rank up, but it's a rank up. Alright. Back to the territory battle. See what I can do about that HOTH trooper. Actually, there is one other feature I might want to put a little bit of focus on. I doubt it'll be of any helpful effect for me. Nope. But while I'm here, go ahead and snag up some shards, stuff out of the shipment. Might as well. I'm getting kind of low on that currency. Not enough. Damn it. Originally, for the Han Solo, General Kenobi, Darth Traya, that was going to be based on a guild raid earnings, but many of the guilds, because that was from the startup of the game, before they added new guild raids, many players have already gotten those characters, especially the ones that haven't left the game and come back. I'm grateful because I tried asking my guild leader a while back about replaying those raids so I can get these shards. I did not realize they were in the shipment until I finally ran into it and saw it for myself. I mean, could have just told me they was in the shipment, but good thing I'm a self-educator. Still came around it, found it, and before that hour is up, I do need to get back into that battle. So, and I need to get our other account in on it too. So, just running a quick run, checking to see what's available. We got needs for the game. Virtual needs. Everywhere I go, there's a need in my real life and in my virtual life. Need. What's the point of even having a wallet? Not that I get to hold on to anything. Alright, as I mentioned, there was one little feature I wanted to double check on because I had been kind of working on it. Bounty hunter contracts. Attempt to afflict armor shred 50 times. Crap. That could be just about anyone. See how effective I can get that 66 close to 100 from this angle. Try to see how effective this is. If it's a slow process, then I'll work on it more after the territory battle. Puppy girl is beside herself with Mama Bye-Bye. She's done a lot of whimpering. The bounty target lock is going on to Lando there. Let's claim our bounty off of him. I think it tends to go over to Leia as well. There we go. I think I just saw it lock on to Chewbacca. And Han. It's probably going to all four of them. Might have been easier to go to an easier tier. It's amazing I even got 3 stars on this. But a victory is a victory, and they can't take that back. Yeah, no. I'll let them beat me, though, because hopefully I can still get accounted for what I got on the bounty. Ah, so we're getting inflict armor shards that way, too. Nice. Or armor shred. I did not see bounty contracts come up. Let's go a little bit easier. Easier tier. Come back in here, kick some butt again. Yeah, I'm seeing the armor shreds happening. How long has that dirty quest been active for me? Because armor shred should be almost universally easy to get for just with any character almost. I'm not saying every character, but that feels like a pretty universal, self-explanatory objective. I feel like that's one I should have already had a long time ago. And Puppy Girl's getting her mama back. We're gonna go from whimpering to hyper mode. Puppy Girl's going from whimper to uber happy. And now she's starting to abscond the house. Anyways, on with the game. Seeing bounty locks go to Leia there. R2's got a bounty lock on him. What could that little droid have done to piss off the bounty hunters? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of armored object completions. I'm not seeing anything pop up about the contracts. That's a little annoying, because I know I am. Thought I was. Alright. I'll worry about that more later. Definitely take time to put focus on your journey quest. When you're just starting the game, you're kind of bombarded by them. So just kind of work through your tiers. You kind of single-handedly knock out a bunch of them. at the start, but once you get them thinned down, then you will need to put individual attention to them. So yeah, the Emperor's Hand. Of course, it's never brought up in Return of the Jedi or even Shadows of the Empire. Shadows of the Empire, Palpatine had Prince Zizor, who was an assassin. There was a syndicate guy trying to take over Sid's operation in Bad Batch. That green guy with the ponytail. Prince Zizor is of the same species as him. Palpatine, if you read Shadows of the Empire, recruited him to kill Luke because he felt Vader, Anakin Skywalker, didn't have the stomach to kill his own son. This is where Luke knew that there was good in his father, if you read the book. Because Vader intervenes. He does step in and deals with that guy. That is what leads Luke to confirming that there was good in his father. Puppy girl's got herself a cookie. And there's the rest of our dailies. Right there. Or my dailies. Paz Vizsla. Now, I know I've talked crap about Book of Boba Fett because of the Mandalorian Armor book trilogy and the Tales of Bounty Hunter Wars. Mandalorian Armor, or the Mandalorian TV series, I can kind of work with. And what the effects of the guild, I'll just humor that was a minor faction of the guild, not the overall that Boba deals with in his book. What am I missing about the requirement? 5-star, he's at 4-star. I'm still quite a ways of getting him rarityed up. What am I missing? Is that the only way to get him up? I might not get this. So that special mission may not be obtainable for me at this moment. Isn't for a lack of trying. Nope. Alright, so I'm just going to have to leave that alone. We're running out of time. I don't have that kind of time to be wasting. Because it's about to go into the 4th tier. So, I'll go ahead and run the battles. Let's see. Let's do a squad of Jedis. Farm Boy is not a Jedi. And let's go with the Old Republic Jedis. We'll keep it Old Republic. Alright. I might have to do some recording pause, which won't be noticeable on y'all's end, but it'll look jumpy in my gameplay just because I need to save recording space on my phone. I'm in the process of editing and uploading a piece of Lego Star Wars: Complete Saga at the same time right now. So I gotta watch the video feed spacing. So if you see a little jumpiness, that's why. But I'm hoping this won't take too much time. Alright, that is the last of the battles that I can do. I do know with that Rebel fighter, he does show up quite frequently in the HOTH territory battles, the HOTH Rebel Assault battles. And I'm just need to work a little bit more on getting them rarityed up to 5-star. I don't doubt I could have that done before the next territory battle. Now, where are we in terms of victory stars? I don't see any command leader or officer orders, but we're still a ways from 3-star. We are literally inching the 2nd star on that one. But before I do, because once I deploy people, is there anyone I can contribute to the platoons? There's Han. My Ewoks aren't exactly the strongest, but we're also kind of hurting on platoon efforts. right at the end of this. So let me see what I can best contribute. But we are kind of coming to the end here. Just a few minutes away before this is over. I see a lot of weak character contributions in this particular squad, or platoon 6. Kind of makes the battalion look relatively weak, but that's okay. I'm not crazy about contributing weak gear tiered characters. I'm really not. And that probably is coming from a military trained and experienced mentality of my own. I mean, I've never been a part of a reinforcement team that had shrimps lined up in the squad. So, and again, that's a break or switch aspect of the mentality that I probably will never be able to find a way to flip off. But I can go ahead and get us that 2nd star victory for this territory. Got us a little after. It's about to be over. I do not see us getting 3-star victories anywhere unless we have some last minute contributors, kind of like myself. Alright, I don't know if I can fit the next in this video. I'm going to put this on a pause while I flip over to my other account. Alright, I'm going to quickly run over. I'm probably going to have to do a lot of pause-ins on my recording, but get into the guild event. We got less than 20 minutes anyways, so let's tackle this. Let's contribute where we can, even if it's not much with this account. A little bit is better than nothing, right? So, like I did yesterday, I'm going to split the difference. I'm not going to throw all my rarity tiered, my gear tier 13 relic amplified characters all. I'm going to split the difference. So here I'll keep Ezra, throwing Chopper, throwing an Ahsoka. Let's get in this battle. There's only 3 battles, if even that I'm going to be able to participate in. I might be stuck with just 2. Got a little palm touchy. Alright. This will be our last run. It may not be very beautiful. Might not be a pretty run. But, again, a little something's better than nothing. I'm impressed with how far I lasted in this particular battle phasing. I kind of expected to have a smaller squad by this point, even if I did make it this far. But let's wrap it up. Alright. This is about the squad size I expected to be at if I did reach this far. Excuse me. Anyways. That's the last battle that I was able to participate. This account too. A little late for the fleet battles. And I don't know how much time is left before the switch. 5 minutes. Okay, we're matched up there. Yeah. Okay. It's not ideal to be putting a low gear tiered rank character into a platoon. If we were getting a video feed of what this battle would look like, my Luke Skywalker farm boy, he might as well be a pawn, be among the first to be killed off. Conceptually. They don't explain in details or best of details what these platoons are doing. I guess they are increasing defense, critical avoidance. If you get to level 2, get to level 3, it's 20% health recovery per turn. So there is a bit of an advantage. But sitting in a low rank underdog, you're basically asking to get scratched up hard. This phase is about to be over anyways. This does hold the closest to reaching three-star victory success. So even though at this point it kind of makes almost no difference with 4 minutes left, I'll contribute the rest of mine to that southern territory. Power generator territory, rear trenches territory, rear airspace territory. Okay. You can go ahead and run your dailies. I will be back later. Whenever the next phase is up, we do need to work a little more on the conquest on my other account so I can further show what that's looking like. But in the meantime, lunch break. Go ahead and collect on these. And I will see y'all in the next video, probably here in a few minutes. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comments, questions, suggestions down below. And may the force be with you. Thank you for following.